I'm gonna start calling them your Houston Texans. You love the Texans.
Oh man.
You know what? Like, if they fired Bobby Slowick today and made you the offensive coordinator, I'd consider betting the Texans to win the Super Bowl. The Texans, again, like, Vegas knows, do they? Why was this number 7 last night? What a stupid opener. The Texans are now 8.5-point home favorites against the Tennessee Titans on Sunday. Will, you'll love it at Levis, drawing another start, we think, for Tennessee. To be fair, Levis was not atrocious this past Sunday for the Titans. He was not atrocious against the Minnesota Vikings. He wasn't good, but he wasn't atrocious. The Texans, 8.5-point home favorites, Femi, total 41.5 against a Titans team that looks like it is in contention for the number 1 overall pick.
I like the under. Like I don't like the side. The side is fine. Whatever, it should be more than a touchdown. Who's scoring in this game? Tennessee has one of the better defenses in the league. We've seen Houston's offense look pathetic. Like the Cowboys were turning the ball over. That's how they got to 34. Tennessee's offense. I mean, are we joking? Like against Houston in that pass rush and what they're able to do. Will Levis is gonna be back there trying to be like Hercules and is gonna get sacked all. Like this is gonna be an ugly football game.
Why Hercules?
It feels like it's.
I like that pull, but why Hercules?
Because he's ripped. You know, he's buff. Will Levis is out there. He looks like he's clanging and banging. Like he doesn't miss upper body day.
You think Levis is handsome?
I think he's a good-looking guy.
I do too.
Like, I'm not saying I'm not into him, but yeah, he's a good-looking guy.
That was not the insinuation.
Well, you kind of paused and then asked it, and like had like a little side look there.
Do you think Levis is handsome? He is ripped. He's ripped and he's a handsome guy. He's dating like a former like a former female contestant from The Bachelor. Well, Levis got it going on, man. Yeah. Also, like not a great quarterback.
You asked it like, you think Will Levis is handsome? Like that. Like it was like there was like so I had to clarify. I'm like, let's make sure we're good. But I like the under in the game though. It's 41.5 or so out in the market as they're at BetMGM. Anything 41.5 or better, I think is a bet on the under. This is like 24-10. It feels like to me with the Houston Texans being victorious.
If I had to bet the game, and like I just like I suck at totals, so like I don't dislike your thought on the under. I kind of wanted to bet Texans 7, and now it's not there anymore. I think the spread's fine. Let me ask you this, because you don't have a thought on the side. I've killed Will Levis this year. Does Will Levis has like they have the upside to potentially win this game, right? Like I'm not saying that like I'm going to bet Titans money line, but this is like would I tease the Texans or not? Probably. But I'm not all the way there to say definitely yet.
Let me put it this way. Will Levis is talented, but he's bad. like that's the Will Levis story.
I don't know if he's bad. I kind of think he's on like the Anthony Richardson spectrum.
I mean, you can maybe make the argument, but they've already changed the coaching staff and brought in Brian Callahan to help him. And within like 4 games, Callahan's like, no, I don't like this dude. He clearly either he's not coachable or he doesn't click and he doesn't get it or what's going on, but it hasn't clicked for him, which is why like you watch him throw and like, oh, it's a great pass. And then he makes a dumb decision the very next play. So that's why I think he's talented but bad. Like, I don't know, maybe like the QB whisperer needs to come and save his career or something, but apparently it's not Brian Callahan because it's not working in Tennessee.
Well, we'll see. It's early. And I'm not the biggest Will Levis fan, just saying.
Is it early?
Would I? Getting late early. I
definitely
maybe tease Houston. Otherwise, I think like the point spread's totally fine. It's a Tommy DeVito baby. It's just like it's great. Tommy DeVito starts for the Giants. Giants off the bye. So are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now we are expecting Mike Evans back for this game for Tampa Bay. Bye week to kind of like let that balky hamstring heal a little bit. But not official that Mike Evans is going to play. So we've seen some pretty big fluctuation on this game. It's just like 3.5 on Sunday night. Yeah, but Vegas knows. Okay. Tampa currently, Femi, a 5.5-point road favorite at the Giants. Total is 41.5. How are you looking to bet this game, Bucs and Giants?
Yeah, this is one, like, you're going to war with my team. I think I'm going to be going to war with your team on Sunday. Now, let's see where the market goes. I'm anticipating that, like, the news of Mike Evans, like, let's say tomorrow, Wednesday, the first day of practice of the week. Let's say Mike Evans is out there for the Buccaneers. He looks good. That tweet gets sent out by the Bucs beat reporters. I think we could get 6. Like, it's 5.5 right now. Like, if you like the New York Giants in this game, which I'm sure not many people like the Giants, but if you do, I think we can wait to see what happens on Wednesday and even Thursday. If Evans practices and it looks like he's good to go, If this goes to 6, I'm going to love the New York Giants. At 5.5, I kind of like it. Like, if I had to bet the game at 5.5, I would bet a little bit on Giants plus 5.5, but I want 6. I want that key number. So that's what I'm waiting for. And I'm hoping the news of Mike Evans can drive us to that key number, because this is too big of an overreaction. Both these teams are coming off of the bye week. It was 3.5 earlier. What happened over the bye week? The fact that they benched Daniel Jones, was already playing poorly. Like, Tommy DeVito can do what Daniel Jones did. This did not need this big of an adjustment. So I like the Giants. Like, as crazy as it sounds, give me Big Blue.
Yeah, I like the Giants also. Like, is it possible that Tommy DeVito is going to be an upgrade over what Daniel Jones was? Like, Daniel Jones at his best. So listen, Daniel Jones at his best is definitely better than Tommy DeVito. Like, there's no question. Like, Jones like won a playoff game. But Jones at his best is like not a bad quarterback. This season, Daniel Jones has been an absolute shell of himself. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. I mean, the game in Germany against the Panthers, I think, and I was actually DMing with someone, I will say this, hashtag someone that knows, as it concerns the Giants, that the death knell for Daniel Jones as Giants starting quarterback was the flea flicker that Brian Dable called in the game against Carolina, where Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors are both wide open over the middle of the field, and Jones pats the ball like an idiot and gets sacked. Like, that was it for him. And the point that this person made to me, again, someone that knows, like intimate with the Giants organization, the point that this person made to me was, all Dable needs DeVito to do is what he tells him to do. Like flea flicker, you get the ball, you throw it to Neighbors or Wan'Dale. Like, that's all they need out of the quarterback position. They don't need DeVito to be like, prime Brett Favre or prime Aaron. That's not what this has to be. If we get a 6, I'll take the step further. If we don't get 6 and it closes 5.5 or 5, I'll still bet the Giants. So I'm with you here on my team. I'll bet the Giants coming up on Sunday, Femi.
Yeah, I think it's a really good look. And I'm saying this is somebody who's like all in on Tampa. Last week talked about, hey, the Falcons could collapse. Buccaneers 7-1, plus 550, plus 500 to win the division. Like, I like Tampa. Like, this is not anti-Tampa. This is just way too big of an adjustment.
Tampa by 3.
At that point, yeah, exactly. Tampa by 3.
Fire the cannons.
Great. Fire the cannons. Great for the futures bets, and also great for plus 5.5 or plus 6, which is what I'm hoping that we get at some point between now and kickoff.
The Ravens and the Chargers in Los Angeles. What a game. The Harbaugh Bowl with Jim versus John. You know, that old chestnut. Ravens, a 3-point road favorite. Total 50.5.
Yeah, what a game this is. Who's got it better than us? Tough as a $2 steak. All the Harbaugh-isms that they have. And I'm guessing that, like, we always think about when the market's sitting at 3, is it likely to go to 3.5 or 2.5? I think we can all see that this is likely to go to 2.5 and not 3.5, because everybody and their mother would bet the Chargers at plus 3.5. And I agree with this movement. Like, we're seeing more movement towards the Los Angeles Chargers. At 3 minus 110, I think it's a bet on the Chargers. I'm just very, very down on this Ravens defense. And I know last week it looked better or whatever, but I think that was more about the Steelers offense, like Russell Wilson and what that was, versus like they made some like step forward against Pittsburgh. I think that this offense, or rather this defense, can get lit on fire. I think Justin Herbert's the quarterback to do it. We started to see the flashes of it last Sunday night. I think that the Chargers win this game and bring the Ravens to the second consecutive loss. And everybody afterwards is asking, like, what's going on with the Baltimore Ravens? Give me the Chargers plus 3, a little bit of money line as well. It should be a fun game Monday night, but I like the Bolts.
At 3, yeah, it's Chargers. It has to be 3. I don't think that number's lasting for long. So, and look, we'll see what happens with the injury reports and stuff. But I think if you want to bet the Chargers, I would look to grab like a little bit of 3, like didn't do it sooner rather than later. So Femi and I on the same page for Monday night as it stands. We still have 6 days before the game, but both of us, like as it stands right now, Chargers plus 3.